Hello folks. You are watching this week's episode of Scott Lane. Huge fag or hugest fag? My name is Scott Lane, and the adventurous guesser might have figured out by now that I am at minimum a huge fag. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to my luxurious home. Take a look behind you, plebeians. You may be wondering how I have acquired such a fabulous mansion at the puerile age of 22. Well loves, my secret was that I moved to Australia right after college. You can tell by the surf music playing in the background. Very few people are aware of this, but moving to Australia saves you money and multiplies your net worth by a lot. Hence I was able to purchase this mansion, which was built from the bones of endangered swamp animals. But enough about my grand abode. Let's talk about me instead. Today I am going to take some time to answer some questions that my fans have been asking. Okay, here we go. What is your favorite sport? My favorite sport is making drunken attempts to vault over dining tables but inevitably failing in stomping the shit out of them. One might think that a sport that consistently results in failure would not be fun to me. That is not the case. To go off on a tangent, I'd like to explain that my love for the sport stems from my depression-induced masochism. Some people cut their wrists to feel. I prefer to subject myself to constant emotional hazards. For example, I associate myself with people who quite frankly have very little respect for me and make multiple attempts daily to put me down. Repeatedly stomping tables is one of many ways in which I repeatedly set myself up for failure, which is a key element of the masochistic process. Now it's time to answer a question I've been receiving from many of my female viewers as well as ages. The question is, how big is your penis? Well, I suppose I'll answer this one for ages. Quite honestly, it's about this big. I am not exaggerating. Some of you have written in asking me why I am a virgin. I will try to explain it, but a person of average intelligence is not likely to understand. You see, the only time I have the courage to approach women is when I'm drunk. However, my alcohol tolerance is pretty terrible, as either a Corona or half a Guinness will cause me to black out. So when I go out, it's always a battle between my failing consciousness and my will to score with the ladies. Now I must elaborate on what I mean when I score. You see, when a chick is finally ready to have sex, I always back out. I'll do anything to pull this off. Sometimes I lie and pretend I don't have a condom. Sometimes I claim to have AIDS. The reason I do this is because it is against my Christian values to have sex without love. I guess that makes me the hugest fag in the world. The thing is, I'm really just a poser because I'm not even really Christian, seeing as I don't believe that Jesus Christ was the Son of God, and I don't believe that he died for our sins. Yet still I try to adopt random Christian values and claim to be a follower of the faith because it is a nice accessory to my Knight of Hope persona. In reality, I am agnostic with socially conservative values. I am also incredibly racist, which is totally irrelevant but a fact nonetheless. I guess that makes me an enigma. Well, that's all the time we have today. I had to go inside to take a really long break before writing hate mail to my group. God, I hate people. Be sure to tune in next week when I read you a boring ass short story about a boy and his grandpa going fishing.